and welcome back to another episode of It Orky. Today we got a special topic. You get that a lot of you boys has been asking about, well, a lot. That there Mista Torgue from that one game about collecting all the guns in the world and blowing stuff up with them. And there's absolutely a lot to say about this, Yumi. But before I do that, I got a question for you boys. It's one talking thing to be a fan of the boys, painting boys and collecting boys, but you ever wants to be a boy? Well, get out your smartphones and tablets and things, cause if Orky is what she wants to be, then have a look at what it's like to be the orks in Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus. I mean, you could be other gits if you so desire. Different kinds of beakies, chaos beaky boys, squishy militarum yumis, screamy yumis what lights fire, all the different scrawnies, 10 boys, both of the humi variety and the bony variety, what with their weird green shiny aesthetics, the blue boys and all their hot darker, and there's also the bug eyes too. But joggle that, look at these here boys! A runner that can summon lots and lots of grots, a fast-charging beast snagger, even a killer cat that's right shooty, a big mech with custom force field that can patch him up, and what's a good mob without a proper war boss? With mega armor no less. And before any of you says that this is just another game that's all about the grind and no actual game, no boys. See, you need to think like a blood axe with some proper tactics, because everything from where you is, to what you is, to what you's shooting, to which boys is buffing who, all of that matters just as much as his own stats. Honestly, if you're up to me, I'd song and run and talk everything in my way, but apparently that's too simple. Because there's all different ways that yous can crunk with the boys. There's 10 and lots of PvE missions yous can do, or you can get your best boys together and have a go at the other kids' best combination of boys in a kind of PvP match thing, with all kinds of new events appearing all this organ time too in this here game. Sound like a good way to fight like an orc? Or any of the other gits in the galaxy that you can play as? Well then, go crumb me link in the description and use this here code, cello, to get yourself 50 extra blackstone and 20 energy. You need energy to scrap, and this'll set you up right proper. There ain't gonna be a single day where you ain't gonna find a good fight in this game. Alright then, let's see what this here Mista Torgue boy's all about.
Pandora. You don't want to hear about that, Vault Hunter. You want to hear about loot, packs, and explosions.
Oh yes, I actually is very partial to those things.
I'm Torgue, and I'm here to ask you one question, and one question only. Explosions?
Yes, all of me, yes. Oh, I love this kit already.
Get off this echo frequency, you protein-guzzling buffoon! I'm trying to convey—
That sentence had too many syllables! Apologize!
See, those is my faults exactly. What is this here scrawny Humi going on about?
As I was saying, I've discovered that this new vault is buried in the center of a large crater and will only open, and I quote, once the champion of Pandora feeds it the blood of the ultimate coward.
We at the Torgue Corporation sincerely believe this is fucking awesome! It's so awesome that we're gonna set up a tournament to find us #1 badass. If you want in, come to where the vault is buried. In the badass crater of Badassitude!
That sounds like a right good script right there. A bunch of kids fighting to get this here vault full of guns and loot and such. Where do I sign up is my only question. Oh, actually, I've got another question. What is this here Borderlands thing? Or let's hear, mean, violent, tough, assertive, impressive, worthy of admiration. Well, if that don't describe a proper orc to the letter, then I don't know what song it does. Okay, hang on a mo. I was just getting ahead of myself. Let's back up a bit. What can we observe about the appearance of this here Mista Torgue boy? Well, obviously this here kit is huge. Big, if not bigger than the little beakies I've seen, with one of the most elegant air squigs I ever seen on a human. Even got one on their face, A proper good sense of fashion says all, if I don't say so myself. And apparently, Mista Torgue came out of their crow hole already this bulky and with their hair squeaks. This, for some stupid joking reason, made all the other Humie runs make fun of it. Which just goes to show how absolutely mental Humies is. So, any boy with that kind of muscle and that kind of hair squeak would have been blessed by Gorkenwalk if they came out of their crow hole with it. The basics aside though, what else do we got with this here Mista Torgue? Well, they's got dead old scrap armor in their arms and legs, with plenty of spiky bits on them too. Roy Kelly. They's also got that there red bandana thing on their head, and I don't know, maybe Daisy's an evil son? But as a bad moon, I got to say this boy's got flesh. Look at them shades that they's got, and them gold necklaces. I'd fight a kid for that level of glitz, I would. Not just proper Orky, but proper bad mood. Now what other pictures do we got to this git?
Torgue, because subtlety is for assholes!
Whoa. Soaking, hang on. Look at that shooter. Judging by the size of them slugs, I think this is a boomstick, but this ain't just any boomstick. Look at them colors. The back of the gun there, where you load all the slugs and pull the trigger, is ultra killy white. Then all the barrel, the place where all your talker shoots out, is red. Meaning that slugs that you load in to fire is gonna be raw killy. And the barrel of the thing is gonna send your bullets even faster. Cause every kid knows red ones go faster. And on top of all that, a pure Orky touch of checks and tags going down the middle, making it dead hard and extra killy. Where'd this here Torgue get one of these guns? I want one too! They soaking made it? Wait, so you tell me that this here Mista Torgue is a mech boy? I'm sorry, they made a shooter corporation? So hang on, they just specialize in making shooters that makes everything explode that you shoot at? That's all genius! Just imagine, a slugger that shoots explosions, a shooter that shoots explosions, a big shooter that shoots explosions. No. A snaz gun, a def gun, mech guns, all of them shoot nothing but explosions. Soaking amazing idea. And it came from a Humie. And how'd they even think this up, you might be asking? Well, based on what I heard from Docky, when Mista Torgue was just a spawnling, apparently their two runt herds got exploded in a mine. But instead of what every other Humie does, getting all depressed and pathetic about it, they's got inspiration to use the very thing that crumped their runt herds for their zone. They was gonna make a gun that exploded everything except the ball that was shooting it. And it all seemed fine at first. I mean, Mista Torgue's first attempts was to strap a bomb to a regular shooter, which, that makes sense. You wants to shoot explosions, you needs to get some kind of boom in your talker. Not sure why anyone would think that would be a bad idea. No doubt encouraged by their older runt herd called a Grand Mole. But this Ork is a Grand Mole. Oh, an old Humie. Well then, all you Humie grandmas better get with it, cause I hates to tell you this, but this is what big Humie grandma physique looks like. Just like Mista Torgue. Now, apparently, Mista Torgue finally got themselves a shooter that they made properly that shoots big blasty explosions called... Oh, so that's perfect. Ducker Blaster. Oh, that's great. I mean, just look at this thing. This apparently was the first gun that Mista Torgue designed. And once again, it's perfect. It's covered in a lot of white to denotate its killing potential, but you'll see all this yellow? Makes perfect sense for wanting to make a gun that shoots explosions. Making it yellow is just gonna make them explosions bigger. Torgue indeed got more boom. But again, let's not forget all the chicks and dags going down the gun too. Proper tough, proper killy, proper bad moons, proper Orky. And now, that little soccer's got an industry of selling explosion-shooting guns that would rival any Big Mac that I knows of. Not because these here Torgue guns is better than orc-made ones, but because this MUZIK came up with the perfect distribution system of selling their Torgue. Vending machines. Again, it's so ingenious. Why haven't we thought of that? Built a machine that takes teeth, then the machine dispenses the gun that the boy paid for. You don't even got to be there to make the sale. You can be back working on your guns. Sure, you might get some kind of git trying to steal from the machine, but that's what contingency plans is for. Again, what did we think of this? And if you think this here Torgue boy is only good at making stuff from scratch rather than proper orky looting, well then have a look at this. Now, some of you kids may not know it, but this here tin boy originally belonged to some other corporation called Hyperion, whose talk apparently lets you get more accurate the more you shoot, which actually sounds like a pretty good idea, actually. Well, anyway, Mista Torgue decided that they needed some tin boys of their own, so they just looted these Hyperion kids. And not only did Torgue just nick these tin boys, but look at just how much more orky they is. They went from being spindly fins that was kinda smooth to tougher, meaner looking tin boys, complete with more scrap armor, lots of spiky bits, and talk me, all that yellow. I was just telling you, this here Torgue is a bad mood. And look here, proper checks and dags yet again. I'ma say it again, this Torgue boy gets it. I mean, just look at Mista Torgue's boys. Paint that kid green and I'll tell you Yumis wouldn't even see a pinky, would ya? Big, tough looking, scrap armor with lots of sparky bits, and yellow? See, it reminds me of them ogrins, but actually dressed proper. And completely unrelated, ever listen to this?
Hi, new best friend. I'm from the Toy Corporation, and I'm super duper pissed that laser guns exist. They're made of light, which doesn't even explode like what? I'll pay you to destroy that light reactor when you find it.
Oh, it brings a tear to me eye. This here Torgue boy really does get it. No orc what calls themselves proper is ever gonna use one of them puny Yumi zappy guns. For the aforementioned reason that Mista Torgue properly explained. It's just burny light, no kick, no recoil, and absolutely no explosions. Orcs need that punch in their shooters, which is why we always use the best kinds of Dakka. Bullets, rockets, bombs, and big plasma cannons. Oh, this kid, I love this kid. Not just proper orky in appearance, but proper orky in thinking. Understanding what it means for a shooter to be a good shooter.
I resent laser guns, and I'm super good at holding crutches. Oh, man! Everybody's enjoying their laser weapons, and I'm just sitting around making things explode. My life sucks.
I feel for you, you kid. I really do. Can't imagine being a Yumi this orky tramp with a bunch of zogging terrible Yumis with terrible tastes in shooters. It really is something, you know. Every time I do one of these Is It Orky videos, I'll keep finding more and more Yumis that is absolutely surprising me by how orky they is. Sadly, no Yumi is ever gonna be truly orky. I mean, just ask the Digger boys. But I can appreciate the attempts to be proper. And Oz is having a hard time thinking of a Yumi that gets it like Mista Torgue does. To every Dakka kid gots the guns and the style, Doom Git gots the determination and the love of crumpin', but Torgue is the one who gets the right mindset when it comes to designing the shooters and the economical distribution thereof, as well as just being plain orky. But what do you boys think? Let me know in them chatty opinion boxes below. And alongside that, a big thanks to that there Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus game for sponsoring us today. If you wants to know what it's like to fight like an orc on your mobile device thingies, this here game's got all the blood axe tactics you could ever want in a game like this. And a big thanks to all the boys, bosses and knobs who's always giving us their teeth to make sure we can make you the best orky videos out there, so you got something better to watch than another round of beaky lore videos that puts you to the zone of sleep. Always about the beakies, it is always about the humans and the Imperium. So all day. At the very least, we got to talk more about the Xenos, but we gotta talk even more about the orks. But as always, you little runts, sub up and zog off.